So just like in your job, your week back after New Year is pretty chill, right? But then all of a sudden your boss comes to you and dumps a load of work on your desk. And that's what Scopely have done this week for the events. There is a lot to do this week in the events, but don't be afraid. Don't worry about it. We're going to guide you through this, show you what you need to do to be successful in these events. So if you want to know, why not join me in this video? What's going on, everyone? I'm BPG and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I make content for Marvel Strike Force. Okay, so this week we have 3 events for the week, 3 main events plus a quick rumble. I never cover the quick rumbles though. We have Solar Schematics, Extreme Heat and Allied Engines. Solar Schematics and Extreme Heat are the solo event for the week. They're a 7-day long event. They start on the 15th of January 2024 at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT if you are like me and in the UK. And they finish on the 22nd of January 2024 at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT if you're in the UK. And last but not least, we have Allied Engines. And this is an alliance event starting on the 16th of January 2024 at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT. And it's lasting for 4 days. So it's going to finish on the 20th of January 2024 at 1 PM PST or 9 PM GMT. First up, we'll cover the Allied Engines Alliance event. In this event, we are going to be battling in raids with more points available for battling in raids with the Extreme X-Men, and then even more points if you have them at 5, 6, and 7 yellow stars. We're also going to be collecting the new Allied Supply 3 orb fragments. Now, these are supposed to have a addition to them of training materials, I believe, and some extra gold in them and stuff like that. So this is going to be quite nice, obviously ahead of the push to level 100, which is coming soon and was in the blog this week. Let's see how we're going to do this event. So the Allied Supply 3 orb fragments, I want to break these down first. These are going to be available as a free claim and as offers in the store. So I'm just taking the free claim portion of it at the moment. Last event we had with the Allied Supply orb fragments, we were getting 1,000 in the free claims. However, I think that with the table and everything like that and what's in the table and the milestone I've worked out that we'll get to based on this, I think we're actually only going to get 500 as a free claim daily. Over 24 members of your alliance, over the 4 days, you'll get 48,000 points from having the 500 fragments in the free claim. And we're looking at the raid battles now. So what you're going to have to do daily is 10 raid battles per day as an alliance member. Your alliance needs to hit 960 battles in the 4 days. And then for the battles with the Extreme X-Men for the limit, again, you're going to be looking at 2 raid battles per day to get, with Extreme X-Men, all 5 members, to get all the points for the limit on that one. The next 3 are a little bit open to interpretation. I've interpreted the way that they usually do it, which is that it is accumulative. So if you use a 7-star member, you get the points for the 5-star and the 6-star member. However, we have had occasions before where they have just said raid battle or Cosmic Crucible battle with X member of certain team. And then when it's gone live in game, they've actually changed it to be specific members of the team. So I want you to be aware of this. But for the sort of process of this is what I've done. So your 5-star, I'm assuming you've got both Cyclops and Gambit at 7-star, and you have them built pretty much already for the mutant raid lanes. They are a really good mutant team, and if you're in Doom or in Incursion raids, you're going to need a mutant raid team. So why not build the newest one? So to get the 5-star limit, we need 195 battles total. Taking the 2 members at 5-star that you would have, or 7-star that you'd have, would equal 4 raid battles per alliance member. It's a 4-day event, so it's 1 raid battle per day with your Gambit and your Cyclops. 6 stars, very similar, 155 battles total, which is, we've got 2 6 stars, which means we need 3 battles per alliance member, which is again equates down to 1 battle per day. And the 7-star limit is 390. It's a bigger limit on the 7-star. Again, I've put down for 2, which is 8 raid battles per alliance member, which equals 2 a day. So our potential total points from the raid battles is 688,000 points. That would be with all of that added up. Now, if this does change, I will put any updates to this in the links down below to the Jetson Squad Discord server and to the Gambot Discord server. Please do click the links, have a look, come and join us. Great communities in both the Discord servers, and it'll also be updated in the spreadsheet, which I link down below, with the free claims and the points from the raids. We are looking at a reasonable free-to-play total as an alliance of 24 members of 736,000, which gets us all the way down to milestone 17 of 730,000. And the reason why I say I think that 500 points is going to be what we're going to get from the free claims is because if you look at milestone 18 here at 800,000, we got some T2L5 ions, so that's the level 5 blue ions. That's not a problem. 5 Armory 18 orbs, again, probably wouldn't be too much of a push to get them to give away that. But the Mega Gold Orb fragment down there, the 2,000 Mega Gold Orb fragments, which will give you a Mega Gold Orb, I think that's going to be purely for the people who are spending. So we're going to get down as far as milestone 17, and that gives us a decent amount of stuff. Again, anything that changes, I will let you all know in the Discord servers and on the actual spreadsheet itself that I provide down below. Extreme Heat Web milestone. This is the milestone that is going to be alongside the Solar Schematics main event. 7-day web milestone. And what we're doing in this one is earning Blitz credits. We've not done this too long ago. One thing I do want to point to your attention is the Solar Schematic Orb fragments. Now, it doesn't say anything in the blog, but I believe these are going to be orbs that we're going to be able to open and get extra shards for Sunspot. Or at least I hope they are. Because if not, then the amount of shards we're going to get for Sunspot total as a free-to-play is very, very minimal. So what we got to do? Well, again, like I said, I normally track what my average Blitz credits per win is, and it's roughly 20 still. You know, I do get occasions where we get the big 1,000 and stuff like that, and that's quite nice, or, you know, 190 or whatever, but on average, it's about 20 Blitz credits per win, which means we're going to need to complete the 25,000 points. We're going to need 1,250 wins to get those Blitz credits. I'm still basing this off of 50 teams, and the number of rotations based off a 20% loss rate for 50 teams would be 31.25 rotations, which would give you 4.46 or 4.54 and a half rotations per day needed to complete this web milestone. So like I said, this is the starts of it being quite busy, along with the raid battles there in the Alliance milestone. With this, we're going to get 36,000 Solar Schematic milestone points and 4,000 Solar Schematic orb fragments, which is going to give us a total of 40,000 points towards the main event from this web milestone. And now we've got the Sonic Judgement main event. And in this, we are going to be earning Solar Schematic orb fragments from spending Isotope 8 energy. We're also going to be getting points for winning or losing war battles, with extra points available for winning and losing war battles with Superior 6. and even more points if you've got them at gear tier 17 and gear tier 18. Winning or losing war battles with normally, you're going to need to win or lose 30 war battles. This event is a 7-day event, so you're going to have 3 wars during the week to play with. So that's 10 wars per, or 10 war battles that you need to win or lose per war. And then we are going to need to use our all 5 members of our Superior 6 just once in the war battle to get the points limit for the Superior 6. That's where I've left it. I've not put anything at gear tier 17 or gear tier 18 for this. If you have those, then you will be getting some extra points, which is brilliant. They are worth taking to gear tier 17 and 18, the members of the Superior 6. They're one of the best Cosmic Crucible teams at the moment. So our total points I've put down for war as a free-to-play player is 32,500. Remembering that 40,000 from the web milestone as well. And now we have our Isotope 8. We've been through this with the Coordinated Assault milestones and stuff like that, or the Arctic Assault was the last one we did. So we've got our basic energy over time, 360, our 4 refreshes per, or so our 3 free refreshes per day of 80 energy, which is 240 energy. 450 core refreshes, giving us another 480 energy. And then 50 energy from the web milestone for the Isotope 8 gives you 1,130 energy per day. Over the 7 days, that's going to give you 7,910 energy. So with the 32,500 points and the 40,000 points, and knowing what energy we can spend free to play with just the 50 core refreshes, what are we going to need these superior orbs to look like? You know, what sort of drop rate are we going to need from the Isotope 8 nodes? So the last event we did this, I looked back and it was actually a Halloween event. It was the ISO 8 pumpkins that we did, and the conversion rate was 1.25 if you did it on the normal difficulty Isotope 8 node, or 2.08 if you did it on the hard difficulty nodes. However, our fragment to energy rate needed just to reach the event item in this is 6.39, so probably 7 to 1 energy. So for every 1 energy we spend, we're going to need about 7 fragments off of the Isotope 8 node. Unknown factors, we've got our daily free claim. Don't know what that's going to be. And I've put the free claim Friday in here because this week we had the Cosmic Crucible Champions orb fragments, or whatever it was. The fragments that basically went towards this week's or last week's event, we've had as the free claim this week on Friday. So I don't know whether we're going to get again fragments for the for this event on Friday as the free claim rather than points towards the main milestone. Reasonable free to play total, I don't really know. I think basically based off of what I've done so far, we are going to get the event item at 123,100. I wouldn't expect to get any further than that, which is why I've put down the amount of Sunspot shards free to play as 35. This is just from the event. Obviously with the orbs, and if they've got Sunspot shards in them as well, then you'll be able to get more Sunspot shards. But I think just from the event itself, as a free to play player, you're only going to get 35 shards and the Scanalyzer. And a few of my final thoughts. A little change from week 1. We didn't get quite as many points as I thought we were originally going to get. And this is basically down to the fact that the daily free claim has been changed from what it normally has been down to 2,800 points per day that we're getting. And we didn't actually get any points towards the main month-long milestone in the free claim Friday. That has left us with a total at the end of this week of 147,600, which leaves us at milestone 22. So I was still right in my previous video. We get 55 forge shards with the 5 from the free claim and the 40 available free to play in the Sonic Judgement event. You would have forge unlocked. You might have seen if you follow my channel that I posted up that I got him the other day. and I've now gone through and got them all to gear tier 12, and I've gone through and done the Extreme X-Men Showcase event and got myself a nice little bit of a bonus materials and that from the first time passes of those. So we're going to be starting off on the 147,600 points. Solar Schematics is worth 103,000. Allied Engines, which is the Alliance event, is worth 28,000. And Systems Online, which is the Quick Rumble, which is going to be using Pegasus, is worth 13,000 points. So same as the new generation one from this week. Daily free claim is going to be the same. So we're going to end up at the end, or we should end up at the end of this week with a free to play total of 311,200. So we should be at the end of this week on milestone 32, which is rocketing through when you think we've got 40 milestones in the month-long event, and we're only in week 2 and we're at 32. However, I will say the slog is about to begin and we won't be getting many milestones weekly from here on in. So what have you thought so far of the events? Have you got Sunspot unlocked yet? I hope you have. I hope you've been able to make the most of the Extreme X-Men Showcase. Let me know in the comments down below how you're doing in this month's event so far. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope it's been helpful. Don't forget, please do like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. And until then, stay positive.